Hi, I'm Greg Dell with Attorneys Dell and Schaefer, and today Alex Palamara and I are going to discuss a recent appeal victory that Alex had against the Lincoln Financial Insurance Company. So Alex, if you can give a little bit of the background about what happened in this case.
Well, it's actually a pretty large background. Our client actually left work back in December of 2015, and prior to that time, she's working for a company by the name of Bioment. Very good company, very good employer. They were kind enough to provide her with this long-term disability insurance policy in case she ever became disabled and had to leave work. Unfortunately for her, that actually came into fruition. She had to make a claim. She worked as a project manager, made a very good living, but had to leave work due to various disabling conditions, including Meniere's disease, vertigo, chronic fatigue syndrome, etc., etc. She had a lot going on. She tried to continue working, but she just couldn't do it any longer.
And at what point in time did she contact us?
Unfortunately, she contacted us, as most people do, after her claim was denied. So she applied for benefits, and unfortunately Lincoln said, no, you're not disabled. And I don't know how they made that decision, but they made that decision. Actually, I can tell you how they made that decision. They relied upon the review of this doctor by the name of Joseph Rea. And I say his name just because I see him a lot. I see him not only for Lincoln cases, for Cigna cases. I mean, you name the insurance company, I probably have seen his review in my client's claim files. And they're always pretty similar. And
Is he an employee of a Link, or is he an independent? You see him on multiple carriers?
He's an independent doctor, and I guess he's for hire. You know, an insurance company can hire him to review records and write a report, and that's what he, I guess, I don't know if it's a side job or a second job, or maybe it could be his main duty job, I don't know, but I see his name a lot, unfortunately, and it always seems that the insurance companies use his reports to deny my client's claims.
Right. Well, you know, he probably does a couple hundred of these a year, and he gets paid $1,000 or $2,000, so he's likely making hundreds of thousands of dollars doing these reviews, and we don't know, but from what we see, more often than not, they're in favor of the insurance company.
They are. I mean, I don't see the favorable ones. Maybe he does give favorable ones, but I only see the clients that are denied. So for all I know, maybe he does do good ones or favorable ones for the claimants, but I only see the negative ones, and they seem to follow the same, course of action in every single one. You know, the same, however you want to describe it, but they always seem to deny the claim at the very end.
So what were you able to do for this client in order to get her benefits reinstated?
Well, I had to file 2 appeals in this claim, unfortunately. I filed an initial appeal with all the updated medical records and great support from the treating physicians, and great summary and great arguments of why this lady is clearly disabled. Unfortunately, my first appeal was not successful, so I filed the second appeal. I got even more information to support her claim, and it took us almost 2 years. She left work in December of 2015, and August of 2017 she was finally approved benefits. So it took us a long period of time, but I can't stress how great the doctor support was for this claim. I mean, we had doctors essentially saying there's no way this lady could do anything, own occupation, any occupation, nothing. She can't do a sedentary occupation, and it was pretty much in layman's terms, in plain English, so the people at Lincoln could not deny this claim, could not say that we don't understand what's going on here. It was so clear as day, that this lady could not do her occupation or any occupation.
Yet the first appeal was denied first they deny her initially, then they deny the first appeal, and it wasn't until the second appeal that you were able to be successful. Was the second appeal and the first appeal reviewed by the same person?
It was not in this instance. I have seen that in the past in other insurance companies, where for some reason they send it back to the same person, which just seems crazy to me to do. But Lincoln actually had a different person in charge of the appeal, an appeal specialist, a different one assigned to the second claim. And fortunately enough, maybe that person finally saw the light and said, hey, this is getting ridiculous. This lady has to be approved for benefits.
Right. Now, this case is not normal in terms of how long it took to win the appeal, and it takes time. They give you 180 days to do these appeals, and you did the first one, and then you did the second one as quick as you could, and plus she waited. It was 9 months before she even contacted us when she had been denied, so that's why it ended up being this 2-year period. But ordinarily it's within 180 days of submitting an appeal, and then we get a decision. So I mean, how did this client make it all that time without any income?
I mean, I don't know. She was a good wage earner. She had a good living for working for Bioment. It's hard to really say. They put people in these precarious positions, and sometimes it seems that they do this so they can deny claims, go to lawsuits, and force people to settle because they've been without money for so long that they'll take anything.
Or not even so much the lawsuits, but force them to work in desperation.
That's
meaning if someone's starving and they're dying, you know, they're not dying, but they're going to go out and try to do whatever they can to get a meal. And so you don't have to be bedridden to be disabled, but you certainly maybe go try to do something. And that's what these insurance companies want to do, is they want to force you as a claimant to try to go back and do something so they can say, oh, hey, look, you could work. And you're like, you know, no, I really can't work. I'm here in body. I'm not here in mind, and I'm suffering greatly. And you shouldn't have to do that. So
You should not. They use it against you. They force you back to work, and they end up using it against you, and your claim will never be approved that way. It's a catch-22.
So, well, congratulations. I know our client was super pleased about that, and it's another victory against Lincoln Financial and these insurance companies that are unfortunately have a reputation for wrongfully denying these claims. It's what you and I love to do, is help people get paid. If you have a claim with Lincoln Financial or any disability insurance company, feel free to give any of our lawyers a call. We always offer a free consultation, and we welcome the opportunity to speak with you.